Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. As you can see from the title of this video, I want to share with you my thoughts on why I am led to believe that Carlos King asked Funky Dineva for a favor and asked him to resume recapping episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville. He has not done so since season 5. So I have a lot of notes here and I want to get into all of it. Now, first, shout out to Empress Radio. She found Funky Dineva's review of the show and she broke the story of him apologizing to Melody Cherie. So definitely check out Empress's video and his total review of the show and his apology. It's a little over 34 minutes. So if you have a little over a half an hour tonight before you go to bed, you can check it out if you'd like. After he, called Melody the B word allegedly, and then he talked about Chloe Bailey like a dog, that's when I just couldn't be triggered anymore. So I don't get the notifications about his content. And, I was trying to do like some self-care after working out and going grocery shopping. I wanted to go to the park and read another family business spinoff book. So now that I'm back home, I could focus on this. And so many thoughts have come to my mind. Now, before we get into the details, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. Then YouTube will recommend this video to more people who love discussing the various topics surrounding Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So like I was saying earlier, I am led to believe that Carlos has asked Funky Dineva for a favor and asked him to not only resume recapping episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville, but to apologize to Melody and the Millimeters. Now, if you're wondering why would he need to apologize, the last time that he reviewed this show was the season 5 reunion for Love and Marriage Huntsville, where he called Melody the B word. That video you can no longer find on his channel. I'm pretty sure that he was tired of the comments of people saying to him that that was very harsh and disrespectful to call Melody out of her name. Now, also, he says in the 34-minute recap video that he felt like the Millimeters were doing too much when they called him out on being slanted towards the Scotts when he started hanging out at Black and he filmed a scene with them during season 5. The same season that he reviewed where he called Melody out of her name. Now, Funky Dineva, he is an educated man. He has graduated from college. He is very articulate and analytical. And so I think that he holds himself in high esteem, which every human being should. High self-confidence is necessary in this earthly life. But I think that he was annoyed that the Millimeters correctly called him out on his ish when they said that he was slanted towards the Scotts. Now, I find it very interesting that he is suddenly back to reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. In the video, he said that, Love and Marriage Huntsville is still one of the few reality TV shows that is still giving real story in real time and nothing scripted. I know that we all beg to differ when it comes to Marceau and Tisha. They definitely script their scenes for sure. And but anyway, he just said that he kind of missed the reality TV show space in his coverage. And I just called cap on that. Since he no longer has been on Fox Soul, he goes live where he covers topics, not so much reality TV shows. But he covers stories that's in the national news, celebrity news, like from sources like the Neighborhood Talk and the Shade Room and the Jasmine brand. He has not reviewed any other reality TV show. Not that I believe, not at all. So I call cap when he says that he's just found like this new muse, this new inspiration to suddenly review reality TV shows again. Now, he may try to, poke at my theory if he starts reviewing a bunch of other reality TV shows, like The Real Housewives of New Jersey just started up, or Summer House. We will just have to see. Now, there are some other reasons why I'm led to believe that Carlos may have asked him to start back reviewing the show, as well as to apologize to Melody and the Millimeters. One of them being the $5 million lawsuit that blogger Black Titanic has launched against the OWN network and Maurice Scott. I'm sure that Carlos is thinking that any sort of way that he can kind of appease the Millimeters and Melody may soften the blow, may soften all of the blows that's coming in their direction. Also, um, in the beginning of the video, the very beginning, Funky is promoting the day party that he is hosting at Black on May the 26th. And he's going to say something else later in the video that makes me wonder if the day party will be filmed for Love and Marriage Huntsville. We know that they film several months a year, and they always kind of pretty much break up the seasons into 1 to 2 parts. So they may film it. We may not, of course, see it in these upcoming episodes, but when the show comes back, like in the fall, we may see the day party then. So it makes me wonder, will the day party that Funky Dineva is hosting be filmed as an all-cast event? Funky Dineva mentioned that at some point, he and Melody's brother Marcus may see each other. And I find that to be oh so interesting. He didn't even say, I may bump into Melody one day. So I, want to clear the air. I don't want there to be any tension. He said, I may see Marcus. And he said, we are fraternity brothers. I don't have an issue with you. When I see you, I don't want there to be tension. We can either talk it out or we can fight. I don't mind, but I just found that to be so interesting. Out of everyone, you said that you might see Marcus, and you dragged Martell in this video, dragged him and his mama, but you don't care if you see him. It's just giving, Carlos is trying to do whatever he can to appease the Millimeters. He doesn't want any more lawsuits. He does not want this show going off of the air. And he is trying to smooth things over as much as he can. And he has taken notes on every single disrespectful thing that has ever happened towards Melody. And Funky Dineva came to his mind, and he has asked him to apologize. That is definitely what it's giving, and it's giving that Funky Dineva's path is going to cross with Melody's brother Marcus. Funky Dineva said that Carlos King should have suspended Martell for half a season for saying that the cast are actors. We all remember Carlos King making a post on his Instagram page, and Martell commented on the post saying that he did not want to film the scene with Melody where he brought her flowers. He said that production forced him to do it, and that the show is fake and that the cast are actors. We saw on episode 1 of season 7 of Love and Marriage Huntsville where Carlos King said that Martell's comment pissed him off because it ate away at the credibility of his production company. Funky Dineva agreed with Martell's antics and said that Carlos should have suspended Martell. This gives me just even more inclination that Carlos asked Funky Dineva to make this video and gave him the content to say, like, please apologize to Melody Cherie and her fans, the Millimeters. And the fact that he dragged Martell and his mom, definitely Carlos, even when he did his Messy Monday show with Dr. Heavenly, he said the narrative, what's being said in the streets is that people feel like Marlene is an enabler. So I'm just led to believe that Carlos is definitely watching the content that's produced here in the LAMH sector on YouTube. And he definitely wants to cater to the opinions that we share, the overall consensus. And I think that he's just trying to soften blows however he can. Now, Funky Dineva, he also talked about he would not have been able to stay in this space if he was so slanted. He would not have been able to be a blogger for nearly 14 years now. This is circling back to him being annoyed when the Millimeter said that he was slanted towards the Scotts. And I've said this plenty of other times before. I feel like, first of all, with the content creator, however our creative juices flow, that's how they flow. You know, YouTube is an open space. You can click on any videos that you want. You can partake in any opinions that you hear. It may give you something to think about. It may widen your perspective. Who knows? But in any event, you know, you have the free will to watch whatever you'd like. I say that to say it's okay if people are slanted. Even when you watch your political news, some channels, some media outlets are totally slanted. We know what time it is with Fox News and MSNBC. And some people feel like CNN kind of strives to be in the middle. I feel like at times CNN may go in a liberal direction and then they kind of try to bring it back to the middle. But in any event, people have their ways in which they want to go. That's their opinion. That's totally fine. But he was trying to make it seem like you would not last if you're slanted. He has not been slanted or biased, but definitely they were trying to get a blogger on their side. And I believe the Scotts chose him. I don't think Funky Dineva went out of his way to befriend the Scotts. I think the Scotts went out of their way to try and seduce a blogger, a really large blogger with a really large platform, to be pro Scotts. I do think that they tried to do that. And once the millimeters caught it out, Funky Dineva was turned off. Now, I will say this. Love and Marriage Huntsville was not just the only show that he stopped reviewing. He stopped reviewing several reality TV shows, and he did speak on videos prior to. Can you hear that thundering outside? He did speak about just being overall exhausted about reviewing reality TV. But I definitely think that the way the millimeters had to let him know that was disrespectful, the way that he spoke on Melody when he reviewed the season 5 reunion, and then calling out his newfound friendship with the Scotts. I think that, you know, he just couldn't take like the constant criticisms on the way that he was moving. Now, I will say in this 34-minute video, he drags Kiki and he drags Sunny. He drags their looks, and he said that he always felt like Kiki was an ish, you know, and he went back to her wanting to be on TV after seeing her cousin Tisha, and he accused her of being jealous of Tisha. So those were his thoughts. But I definitely think that, you know, Carlos recruited him and asked him to go back to reviewing the show again. What do you think? Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate the support. Please hit the like button on this video. It is a free way of supporting the channel. And please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. And we're going to have a wonderful Wednesday tomorrow. It will not be whack. It will not be a whack Wednesday. It's going to be a wonderful Wednesday. Keep thinking positive thoughts. If prayer is something that you do to set the tone for your day, definitely do that. Journal out your thoughts. Talk to someone you trust, or go to the gym. Whatever it is that makes you feel relaxed, makes you feel positive, do it. And I will talk with you soon. Bye.